How's it going, everybody? Massy here from Soul King Crew TCG. Tonight we're going to be bringing you another gameplay video of Whitebeard versus Magellan, right? Two decks that have been doing pretty well in the regionals that have passed over the past couple weekends. We were thinking about doing some of the regional kind of result videos. If anybody's interested in something like that, let us know in the comment section below. If you're liking the content, make sure you're liking the videos and subscribing to the channel. We have a lot of people watching the videos, but we're not subbing, so make sure you hit that button. Join the SKC team, and there's going to be a lot of OP-02 and OP-03 content coming your way in the future. So without further ado, we'll dive into the gameplay here. So solid game versus Magellan, right? We have a couple games here. We ended up playing a little bit of a match. All right, we end up going second. We'll drop our Nami, add a 4-drop 6K Luffy to the hand, and then we'll see an ace off the life when we pass. We also drop our Machina. Just saying that, like, there's not many things that are going to be able to deal with an active Machina right on turn 1, so we'll use the extra Dawn for something and play her down so we can get an extra attack off on turn 2, right? So they'll swing lead, we'll just pass on over. Alright, thinking about what to do. Buff the Nami here. Swing at leader, they're going to take the first one. We're going to keep pressuring here. Alright, swing at their leader again with ours. They're going to take the second damage. We'll drop our 4-drop Luffy and pass. So, right off the bat on their turn, they're going to swing at our Machina. We're going to let that go. Alright, they're going to drop the 5-drop Douglas Bullet that minuses a Dawn and is able to tap a 4 or less. So they'll swing at our 6K and we'll combo the 1K out. They'll take down the Nami. We're going to see a bunch of our non-counter cards this game, which is going to be a little bit scary, but we're going to be able to pressure a lot. So we know that our opponent's not going to have too much counter in their hand, just because we're swinging down and they're not able to combo out a lot. They weren't able to combo out of our first 2 swings. They chose not to combo out of the Minotaur going down, right? And now we're able to keep pressuring. Alright, swing lead for 6. They're going to counter the 2K out. Swing leader for 6. They're going to take the second hit here. Alright, and we'll see another 4-drop Luffy off of the life. They'll play their Hannibal and search a card and play their 4-drop Uta blocker for the film structure deck. They'll swing at our Luffy for 6 with the Douglas Bullet, and we are going to counter the 1K out. They'll pass over, leaving 2 Dawn open, and we do see another 9-drop Whitebeard off the top of the deck. The card's been great in testing, but when you're sitting with a hand like this and no counter, it gets a little scary. So we'll attach 2, we'll swing at Douglas, try to get the block out of the way. Alright, we do see the Hell's Judgment come down. They're going to minus both of our Luffys. Okay, now we're just going to try to get cards out of the opponent's hand, try to get the blocker down. We do see another card out of the hand. We'll swing at leader. They're going to counter another 2K to stay healthy there. And then we're going to see our last 5-drop Rush Luffy off of the life. So we're going to try to get in there for as much damage as we can. So they're going to drop the Guild Tesoro, the Tesoro. He is a scary card, right? If anybody plays Yu-Gi-Oh! Or has played Yu-Gi-Oh!, he's just a pot of greed on legs. So if you minus the 2 Dawn when he swings, he's able to draw 2 cards, which is great for advantage always. So they'll swing the 6K into our Luffy with their Douglas Bullet. We'll let it go because we have no counter. We could have used the Radical Beam to save it, which probably wouldn't have been a terrible idea. But he also probably could have just swung into it with his leader after that if he decided to. So we'll draw another ace, no counter off the top. And we kind of need to use our 9-drop Whitebeards here to stay healthy. So we're going to pressure the opponent here, try to get the blocker out of the way. We do get it, so we're kind of forced to give up another one of our swings there. Okay, we'll drop the Whitebeard and then swing into the Douglas Bullet, taking it out, just to kind of clear some of that pressure off the board, give them less swings into our life. They are going to need to bump their cards up to 8Ks if they're going to want to try to do any damage to our leader. So they'll drop the Mina Koala. They'll throw the 3 Dawn onto the Guild and swing for 9, and we'll combo out of that or counter out. So they're going to attack the Luffy. We don't have the counter in our hand, so we'll let it go. And then they're going to pass over again. So now we're both sitting at 2 life. We have a pretty big board, and we're definitely going to want to deal with the draw 2, right? Because next turn we don't want him to keep getting hand advantage and drawing counters, because we're going to need to end the game pretty soon. So we'll swing, try to get a card out of the hand here. They are going to get the 1K. Hey, we're thinking about, we don't really need to drop any Dawn. We need to drop that 9-drop Whitebeard. All right, we'll swing 10. They're going to block. Okay, we'll drop the Whitebeard and swing 8-6. And they're going to combo 3 cards out of their hand, which is pretty good for us, because if we're able to keep our board alive, we could end the game next turn, having 2 huge 10Ks on board. So they'll play the Magellan, we'll minus the 1 Dawn. It's not going to hurt us right now in the late game. Okay, they are going to throw the 3 Dawn on the guild. We did see the 2K counter off the deck, the top of the deck, so we'll combo out, but we are going to lose this 6K Luffy. So our opponent decides to scoop here. We are going to have 3 huge swings and able to get in there for the game. And then they do ask for the rematch, so we're going to dive right into the next one. All right, we decided to keep this hand because with Whitebeard, right, you're seeing so many cards off your life. If you have a decent hand to start with, you might as well keep it because you're going to see a lot of cards. All right, so once again, we're seeing 2 of our 9-drop Whitebeards. The 3-drop Luffy seems like a very interesting card to play, honestly. Just being able to drop him down early, toss a 2 Dawn on him, and he's a 7K, which is most likely getting in there for some damage. It's going to work out. All right, so we'll swing in there. And for damage, drop the Frankie just to kind of pressure that blocker. All right, they drop the guild on 5 Dawn and pass over. So with 6 Dawn, we're thinking about what to do. Should we swing into something with our Frankie? Or should we just keep pressuring the leader for health? All right, so we'll swing 6 to 5 on the leader. They'll counter the 2K. And we decide to drop the Luffy and just keep pressuring the leader down here. We'll pass over on the Dawn. They're going to play the King and get rid of our Frankie, which I don't think we had a Frankie stick in either of the matches. They'll swing 7 into our Luffy, and we are going to counter the 2K out, just so we could keep a little bit of board presence here. So they'll pass back. Okay, we're going to play the ace minus both of these and just start pressuring. Try to get that guild off the board. We do not want them drawing more cards. All right, so minus the blocker, 3K, and the guild 3K with ace. He is going to counter out of that and try to save it. All right, he is going to let it go. Probably would have been better for our opponent to just let that go there and keep the extra cards in hand, because they might be needed for later in the game. Right, so we'll pass over, leaving the 1 Dawn open so we are able to guard point if we need to. He drops another queen, or he drops a queen blocker, and swinging 8 into our Luffy with no Dawn, we decide to guard point here. Right, they're going to swing at leader for 6, and we will counter out of that as well. We see another Nami off the top. We're going to start pressuring their leader. We'll swing 6 to 5. They'll counter the 2K. We'll swing 7 on 5. They're going to take. We'll swing 6 on 5. And then we will drop the Whitebeard. Now, here is where we make kind of a big misplay, right? We definitely should have played the Whitebeard first, then swung with the leader, because he would have either needed to block, or he would have needed to combo an extra card out of his hand to stop that attack. So definitely play the Whitebeard if you have it before you swing with the leader. Just a little mistake, like kind of a little hiccup on my end for sure. All right, they play another blocker, so we're staring down 3 big blockers, and they're going to try taking down our board here. So we're going to save the Luffy with a 2K counter. We're going to let the Luffy go. All right, just because we're able to stay healthy here, we're going to swing, try to get a blocker out of the way. We are going to get a 1K counter, get a blocker out of the way here. And we are going to drop another Whitebeard and swing, trying to get another card to our block. So we get another 2K counter, and we need to definitely stay healthy this turn so we can try to push in for a game next turn. Alright, so they are going to swing at our ace for 9K. Thinking about saving the ace here. And we're just going to let it go. Alright, they're going to swing at the Whitebeard. We are going to save the Whitebeard though, right? The Whitebeard's going to be big for our turn. Alright, we'll attach the 2 Dawn on Whitebeard. We're going to try to control the board a little bit. We'll pop the Sadi. Alright, we'll see if they block. They do. Right, if we're able to clear their board, we have some combo to kind of get out of the next turn. So we'll search. We're going to try to see some counter. We do see a guard point off the top. And then we're looking for something else. We are going to decide to add the extra combo or the counter power just so we can stay healthy for one more turn and be able to end on the follow-up. We'll drop the Frankie so we can get through that blocker. And they are going to drop the king and pop the Frankie, which he never stuck. Alright, we'll counter out of the 6K attack and they'll pass back. And now we're thinking about how we can end the game with 2 blockers on board. They are able to tap a 5 or less, so they can tap one of our Namis, which takes away one of our swings, but we still have 2 10Ks on board to swing. So we'll swing with one of the 10Ks to start. They are going to take the first attack. We figure we have another 10K. Our leader's already at 6, so we can make him a big attack as well. So we're definitely going to make this Nami something that they need to block. Alright, so we'll swing 7 at leader. They're going to minus the 1 Dawn on the block, tap our other Nami. We'll put 10 on a leader so they can't counter out. If they need to, they have to block, and then 11 at the leader to kind of seal the deal there. So great match versus Magellan. Both decks were absolutely great. The Strawbeard deck is extremely aggressive, right? And if you can get to that Whitebeard on curve, you're able to stay healthy another turn or two, and then you're just swinging in for huge numbers to end the game. So you definitely see why the deck is doing so well in these regionals. It has a good matchup of, against most decks, and I think it's a deck that you're going to continue to see until, I think even after we see the ban on Moby Dick and I guess going into OP-03, right, when we first get there, I think you're either going to see this or you're going to see Ace, right? So deck you should be prepared for, definitely test against, definitely practice against. If you're liking the content, make sure you like the video, leave a comment, let us know what you think, and sub to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for stopping by. Once again, everyone, thanks for stopping by and checking out the content here at Soul King Crew TCG. If you're enjoying the videos, make sure you're liking them, leaving a comment, and subbing to the channel. We love the support going forward. We're trying to hit that 500 sub goal so we can do our second giveaway. We're excited for what's to come, and we'll see you in the next video.